Hello, and now we're on to my second year of animations, well, second year of university, fourth year of animation in a row during my education. And so this brief and the animation about climate change, the RSA one, which is talked about after this video. So both were almost done at the same time, but I think this one had a slightly earlier due date, or at least the lessons introduced this brief first. So yeah, we had to do both of those before Christmas, so it was kind of tricky, but once again, went for an approach that was totally achievable, quite minimal, and I've also stuck to like 30 seconds as well. Yeah, that's why this was just nice, short and punchy. But yeah, so in the brief, there were a collection of double barrel names. One of them was Flip Flop, and other people went for other words, some more common than others. And I think it was only me and one other person who went for Flip Flop. But whilst the other person, I think he went for his own Flip Flop approach. I think he liked like aliens that flopped about, which is a pretty cool idea. But I personally took the approach of a literal flip flop because I just remember being such a fan of them. After going to uni after the summer, I really like the summer, and I like flip flops. So yeah, I just gone for this theme with both flip flops and the summer. And yeah, once again, a lot of the pre-production was a bit extensive with the wording side of things because my college had all the pre-production gathered on a Word document, but in the university was done on a special website which the tutors had access to, with the research and all of that. But yeah, so yeah, just choosing my colour scheme, just coming up with all sorts of ideas for how to present the flip flops, not just its ideas, but also just going for the summer theme and the colour scheme and the look. I was just planning every single inch of this thing, and yeah, I just felt like this is like more in depth compared to any other film, and because yeah, I'm always tempted to say this was like another favourite as well, but one thing for sure, this was the highest graded because despite the pre-production being a bit excessive, the animation they thought was really well done, not only in its execution but also just the overall enjoyment and feel of it. Yeah, it was just really well liked. And no, yeah, let's start breaking it down. So, oh yeah, so this is the first animation that's using rotoscoping. So all of these were flip flops that were literally thrown in order for me to capture, which is why it's why the animation's far more consistent compared to the Rio animation. And yeah, that's why I just thought rotoscoping was just a really neat thing. And yeah, so these are actually my feet, and you can see that the feet, well, just the legs overall have their own scattery little pattern. And yeah, there's also, yeah, as you can see, it's an abstract animation. So yeah, it's just having fun with flip flops. So yeah, they're taken off, and not to mention, I had all of these different types of motion graphics, which I just drew myself. So this is like a stepping motion graphic, and not to mention the sand does use the same approach as the Rio thing, so that's a minor Easter egg. I tried to vary it by having like the yellow dashes across, as you can see, and plus the sun's a bit darker than the Rio film, so I guess it's like a connection or a bit of an Easter egg. Looking back, I kind of wish I did the sands differently, but I don't think any of them noticed, so it still looks like sand at the end of the day. And not to mention the animation, I also had an idea to go for an abstract film that was just in time with the beat of the song. And I remember going for a song that tried to mixture all sorts, but they just decided, what, just stick to that one track, and so I did, and yeah, it's definitely far better looking back. But yeah, there's still stepping motion graphics, another set of graphics I've taken off the shoes, flip flops rather. And as you can see, the colours stick to, what the colours look like now. Anyway, so there's some levitating motion graphics there. That's some blue flashes to help sequence onto the next thing. But yeah, the flip-flops I was personally lifting up, and I probably sped the footage up a bit to have that idea. So here's just some flip-flops bouncing around. So as it was the summer, I like rock pools, and you can also see some of the flip-flops around were some of the rocks, in the rock pool were flip-flop shaped. And that's how I did my water, just still water with light blue around to create an alternative water effect. Yeah, so that's different from the rear animation at least. But yeah, the flip-flops just just bouncing off one another, and yeah, they even have detail below. And yeah, I was just coming up with all sorts of ideas, all of them which stuck as they are. And what I will say is that I think some of the pattern work on the flip-flops, because that part, I kind of had to do from scratch. I think that's a bit inconsistent, but at least the main body moves naturally, so that's more important. So yeah, that's like a red landing motion graphic. Yeah, all the motion graphics glow, so they really pop. And yeah, all around there's seaweed as well. I just suddenly noticed. Those are 3D flip-flops. So 3D had its own little role. And yeah, let's just take a step at a time. So because uni had more emphasis on progress towards the coursework compared to the college, where college had more lessons to try and introduce more techniques. There was more of that emphasis. But yeah, so at uni there was one lesson of just having fun with 3D, see what you can come up with, for your thing. And that's where I managed to create these 3D flip-flops that look like the main ones at the start and the end of the film. And yeah, I managed to implement the various ways. And yeah, the 3D probably looks a bit out of place, but at least the colour and the thing is there. It's just a 3D approach. It's just, like I said, a bit odd looking back. At least it goes quite quickly. And yeah, and there's other types of motion graphics. There's so that's like a stepping glow when everyone's making a step. And also, whilst the feet at the front they step in naturally, the legs behind, however, come in a bit. Actually, I think that's still motion graphics, but it's just more stilted, and that I probably would have liked to make look better. Because I think I was meant to be walking, less did I just literally just want to step, and then that was it. Not sure. But then after everyone makes a step, you can see there's this flip-flop shaped motion graphics just spinning all around, emphasising all sorts just going on. And yeah, I like the red land, and as you can see there's trees which have totally different colours, and even there's flip-flops drawn on the trees. So yeah, just really emphasising that theme. And here's another flip-flop transition, but this time it's not the best. At least like the quickness indicates like a change of scene, but yeah, just like the last one, yeah, it's not the best looking back on him slowly. But yeah, you still have a glowing flip-flop, which is cool, and more motion graphics. These ones just whacking against the thing. Yeah, seeing the background just going back and forward. So if these were just like giant flip-flops, that looks a bit chopped, but oh well. But yeah, these were just thrown at my radiator, so that's why they bounce off and pile off in that way. So another cool idea. But then a little river, which is a bit, oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, just a bit chopped. Oh well. But a stream is created. It floods the area. This then leads to the following. I think oh my god, did I manage to come for a different design each time? I think I might as well did, because it's not like these flip-flops could be duplicated. I think some designs were recycled, but I don't really remember. But yeah, at least there's variety. No motion graphics there, but it's splashing on shallow water, and the way it just goes like that, it's just really cool. But yeah, just blending and thrown about in different ways. Yeah, it's just really cool. And then there's like a flash of blue there as well, which indicates another transition. So flip-flop shaped clouds, the sky's coming in. We saw how the sky looks before, so nice to see that. And yeah, these flip-flops then get thrown. These are my least favourite motion graphics. They were just meant to be like a trail, but now they're just kind of follow. And as you can see on the right, one flip-flop accidentally appears too early, but never mind. But yeah, that's a 3D flip-flop in the centre. Yeah, because even if 3D should have been a bit more present, at least like the visual, there's just a bit more going on. But yeah, with the flip-flops thrown and that one showing off, and then the opacity also fades. But yeah, it just helps add to the theme. And yeah, this was another idea I pretty much had, because if it was like an island, I just thought it could be cool to have flip-flops fly out of it, and not to mention the fire as well. The fire doesn't really bend, and I think there's meant to be flip-flop shapes at the end, but it's just very. Oh no, they're meant to be rocks, but as you can see, because of the glowing, you can barely see them, and you can see flip-flop patterns on the volcano too. But yeah, like I said, the 3D flip-flop at the center is more ghostly than earlier. Just make it the scene easier. But yeah, this volcano is just a normal drawing, and then as when I was rotoscoping the 3D model, so I can go into the volcano that way. Granted, there's no sea around this land. It does continue the same red land as here, which helps ground the volcano, but I suppose it's abstract. But yeah, this is where we go inside the volcano, which pretty much ends the animation. There's more flashes of multiple colours. The 3D flip-flop goes. I think I saw it's a bit flashy as well. So apology for those who don't like flashy imagery. And yeah, and these are the same levitating graphics. And I remember manually moving the flip-flops to go that way, because obviously I wasn't rotoscoping the hands, but you need to float down that way. It's just kind of cool, and yeah, it's just a way to end the film. And also, it's put on the flip-flops this way compared to how the flip-flops were put on then. And stepping into the screen, and now it's appear on the screen, only to then step out with the with the graphics coming up in that way and the scene fading out. So yeah, as you can see why this has the potential to, well, makes more sense why this was the highest graded animated film. I think it was a simpler brief as well, just go for a double barrel word, sorry, and then just have a bit of fun with it. But as you can see, I had a lot of fun with this. And yeah, it just makes flip-flops look cool, and like the summer vibe. I like the mixture of colours, the variety of settings, and a lot of cool choices, like having this red grass, which sounds very odd on paper, but because it's just like the nice coral red, it's like a summery feel. And look at these trees as well, and yeah, just the line work on the legs as well. I just thought that was a nice way to make the legs a bit more alive in the thing in that particular scene. But yeah, I just remember just being just extra detail to what each scene would look like, and yeah, it's just because how precise it is and the way it's paced and going along with the music. Yeah, this was just a fan favourite for not only myself but others as well when looking throughout my work. Yeah, and you can see how the rotoscoping really helped, with where it's the flip-flops or my legs or my feet here. But yeah, and just the variety of motion graphics is just so much to watch. Granted, the earlier parts are definitely better than these parts, despite a couple of cool ideas. At least it ends on a slightly cooler way, though. And so yeah, I probably would have added a sun here, but I was just trying to keep this as minimal as possible. I just can't believe I did all of this. I think this took less than a month. And if anything, I probably did too much pre-production, and then I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know. I just managed to balance it all really well. To get the highest grade all across my university years rather. Yeah, just wow, how interesting to look back on. So yeah, I think we'll end it right there. Hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.